Hi, Maria. How are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Do you intend on completing your master's degree?
Yes, I do. I am currently a junior, so I have about a year and a half left, and then I will go ahead and do my master's.
Okay, and can you tell me what your dream job would be?
Realistically, my dream job would be a CPA at maybe one of the big four firms in the accounting practice. Um, that's always been my goal. My older sister works at Ernst and Young, and so she's kind of been my role model since I was, a few years old, and so I always wanted to follow her footsteps.
That's great. What are three words you would use to describe yourself?
One word is I'm very hardworking. A lot of my friends think I'm an overachiever just because once I have my mind set to something, I like to definitely meet it, and I won't stop until I get there. Another one is passionate. You'll always see that I'm like devoted to all of my work, and I like to do the best that I can. I never do anything, halfway. I like to do my best potential to get there. And then the other word would probably be positive. I'm very positive with my attitude. I don't think anything is bad from the beginning. I always give something a chance, and I always try to look for the best things in the worst situations.
Okay. Would you rather work individually or in a group? And can you tell me why?
I like working in a group just because I'm not the type of person that can just sit in my own little area and be content. I like to interact with people. I'm very outgoing, and I think working better as two or three or four is better than just one. Just putting your minds together always is way more beneficial.
Definitely. When was a time that you had to step up and be a leader?
My senior year of high school, I was on the dance team, and the two captains on the team were juniors. So it was really hard for the whole team to listen to them and to follow their directions because they felt like they weren't, I guess, like in the right power spot. And so as a senior, I had to step up and just tell everybody that, these are your captains. Like, you need to listen to them regardless of what age they are. And so that was a really big role that really, there was only three seniors on the team. So we kind of stepped into that and told them, you can't, fight with them just because they're a little bit younger.
Okay, great. And are you an effective communicator? And if so, can you tell me about a time effective communication was helpful?
Yes, I'm not the greatest at being a confronter, so I think that kind of does come into play. But on the other hand, there are certain times that things need to be said, and so one perfect example is just living with roommates. Sometimes you live differently from somebody else, so you kind of have to talk about those things to them and tell them how you're feeling and what you need them to do as well.
Great. What are the characteristics that you value in a boss or a coworker?
One characteristic that I really enjoy is having them teach me, and because I'm at the job trying to learn and to gain more knowledge and more experience, and I always would love a boss that's willing to teach me as well. I don't want to just be in a job where I'm doing the daily things every day without growing. So I think somebody who has time to, improve my skills, I think that's the best quality they can have.
Great. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I see myself out of college, starting a career, hopefully have a family and married and everything. So definitely having my career going. I don't want to prolong that any more than have to. So
Okay, my final question for you is what is a strength or a skill of yours that makes you unique from maybe like anyone else that I'm interviewing?
I will always put your best interests in mind before mine. Um, just because I know that if you're asking me to do something, I know that you genuinely need me to do it, and so I would never want to let you down. Like I said earlier, I'm very hardworking, so I need to make sure that I put in my best effort to please you and to also please myself.
All right, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.